Alright, we should be good to go. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Things look like they are 1 to 1. All numbers are coming in green. Alerts are apparently working just fine. What's going on, everybody? My name is the Black Link, and today is a very, very big day in the world of Destiny 2. Of course, we have got Bungie going live in just a little bit. In about an hour, they're going to be going live with the Destiny 2 Season of Dawn reveal stream. In that reveal stream, they're going to be showing off what content we're going to be getting next week on December 10th. Of course, we got the reveal stream trailer dropped yesterday. Showed off some pretty interesting stuff, if you were to ask me. You know, we got stuff like Saint 14 and all of that kind of stuff. We've got a brand new 6-man activity titled the Sundial. It looks like we might be getting some interesting stuff when Season of Dawn goes live. So we're going to be playing a little bit of Destiny 2 until then. Not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing. I actually haven't played Destiny 2 for like 2 weeks now, because I haven't had a need to play Destiny 2 for 2 weeks, so why in the world would I? We'll be spending some time with you guys for an hour. Then when Bungie goes live, we will be hosting that right here, giving our live impressions of everything that we learn about the incoming Season of Dawn. Very excited about it. There's a lot of speculation about what exactly we're going to be learning. Bungie flew a bunch of you know, content creators out to their premises there, and they were kind of put under a bit of an NDA. They weren't allowed to talk about what they played. It should be interesting. A lot of people were thinking that maybe there was going to be a Trials announcement or something like that. I could see it happening. I don't know if it will. But we'll see. We will see. Yo, Marcus, what's up, dude? Shadow, what's up, man? Jared, good to see you. Nikishia, good morning, girl. How you doing? Hope you guys are ready for the Bungie live stream. You won't have to go anywhere. We will be hosting it right here. Let's see. Let's amend. There we go. Amend that description a little bit so we got a... if anybody wants to catch the video I made about the reveal trailer, you can also find the website for Season of Dawn there. Good stuff. Perfect. Alright, I think we are ready to rock and roll. Yo, bring back Trials? I would be happy with that. And honestly, I think it's something that Bungie probably should have done a long time ago. But you know, they've been working on it. Trying to figure out exactly where they want to go. Yo, Duke, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
All goods.
Let me turn off this preview, because that's going to... that's going to bother me. Oop. Perfect. There we go. Now I can see. I can see. I can fight. My microphone a little bit. Yeah, I would be happily surprised if they brought back Trials. That'd be cool. Oh, I wonder if I only have until next week to get the rest of the Empyrean Cartographer set. It's such a pretty set of armor. Oop, but they're selling the chest piece, but I ran out of Bright Dust. I shouldn't have bought all that other stuff. Mad about it. And they're selling refashioned shapes today. Oh, Bungie, they want me to use money. They want me to actually use money.
Thank you for shopping at Eververse.
Cartographer set looks so good. Yo, White Direwolf, what's up, dude? First December stream? It is my first December stream. I was almost going to stream yesterday, but I got a little busy. This time of year gets pretty busy for your boy TBL. I have to play Santa. Yeah, you've got your mom's dog being dramatic at you. Is he doing like the dramatic chipmunk turn?
Transfer.
Giving you a feed me look? Outlaw rangefinder. Rangefinder on a scout, though. Outlaw rampage on a duke. That's not bad. Lightways rampage Garbo. Outlaw threat detector. Come on, you can give me some better rolls than that. Well, Slideways is probably... Rampage is probably going to be more helpful on a Pluperfic than Slideways is. Actually wasn't a bad roll of that.
Our infantry is stopped.
Alright. You gotta say we get some moon stuff done.
Shall we begin then?
Doctrine of Passing as Crucible Pinnacle. Please! Please! Could you imagine? Doctrine comes back, and it's like the first week reward for Trials. I will be back in Trials immediately. Alright, let's see. What do we have to do this week?
We drove the
I haven't played, like I said, I haven't played this game in like 2 weeks. I think the last thing I did was kill the Undying Mind, which I do need to do a third time, so we'll get that out of the way. What do we got? Barrier Champions, Overload. Easy money. Yo, happy December, Nikki. Is it just me, or is Bright Dust hard to get sometimes? Oh, it's not just you. Bright Dust, they basically made it impossible to get once Shadowkeep came out. They made huge changes to the way Bright Dust is earned. Oh, by the way, since this is a good time to talk about it, for everybody who hasn't gotten to, you know, season rank at least 100, you've got until next Tuesday to get to 100 to get all of your rewards here off of the season pass. It's actually not that hard. Just go farm bounties and do lost sectors. You'll level up in no time. And for everybody who has gotten to 100 but like me hasn't collected their rewards, look at all these rewards I haven't picked up yet. Oh, does it bother you, chat? Seeing all this unclaimed stuff bother you? Good. I want it to. I want it to bother you. I'll never pick it up. You'll never make me pick it up. But for everybody else out there, make sure you pick up the stuff on your season track before next week. Because when this season pass goes away, anything you haven't claimed is gone. Yo, Sydney, good to see you, brother. So in the original Shadowkeep Vidoc, they show an orange Suros auto rifle with a Vanguard symbol. I want to know what that is. I remember seeing that, and I don't think we ever got that ornament.
Undying Mind up ahead. Let's get after it.
Might have just been one of those things they pushed back to the next season. Yo, Gobi Gamer, nice to see you. How's it going, man? Not bad. Not bad at all. I am, this is the first live stream we've had in a long time. And a part of that is because, like I said earlier, I have been working non-stop. I've been putting in like 12 to 14 hour days every day for the past like week and a half. It has been a lot of work. I'll be putting in another 10 or 12 hours today, right after I get off of here. But I had to get on. I had to get on and hold the old school live stream before Bungie goes live. I wonder if Nim's going to be around. I'd love to chat it up with him about it. Ooh. Did we just get the inaugural John's Dance of December? Yo, Mr. Marvel, good to see you, brother. Welcome back. I will read that in just a sec. Thank you. This man hit us up with a Twitch Prime sub. He's been subbed for 8 months. Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas. I always thought that auto rifle was literally just an answering chord from Taken King in D1. It might have been. Yo, has everybody here gotten their title grind done for Undying? If you haven't, you got until next week. I'm not gonna bother with that nonsense. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting here trying to get all that stuff done. Sitting in the Vex offensive for 7 years, trying to get bow kills. Absolutely not. Miss me with that. You can catch me in the Season of Dawn. I'll be a Dawn boy. Say, after having not played Destiny for like 2 weeks, it does feel pretty good to come back. Like, sometimes I forget. I forget how well optimized this game is, and just how good the gunplay feels. Like putting on a sock. A warm sock. Like right out of the dryer. This feels like home. Oh, the triple drop. See, I think I handled... I think I agree with a couple of you guys in the chat. I think I handled this season right. I didn't grind anything out. You know, I got to my base 950 on everybody. I did my pinnacles. I didn't bother grinding everything up to 960. I didn't even bother getting the pinnacle weapons. I don't have Randy's, I don't have Edgewise, and I don't have exit strategy. Didn't bother with it. I played at a nice, even, leisurely pace, got through the story, played the raid, played the Vex offensive and all that content, and said, okay, I'm gonna go play other things. I'm not gonna try to grind out this season and get absolutely everything. And now, right when I have an interest in coming back, we've got new content dropping in a week. I think I handled it right this time. I've never done Vex offensive, and now I'm seeing that they're going to do away with Vex offensive. Yeah, Nikki, this activity is going away next week. But it's being replaced with a new activity, the Sundial. Which, to be perfectly honest, guys, we're probably going to see some of the Sundial today. Thanks for the divine protection, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, my dude. We're probably going to see some of that game mode today. Don't expect anything crazy. If anything, I would say expect the Sundial to basically be this. Expect it to be Vex offensive, but with Cabal and on Mercury. Bloop. Ooh. Yo, Eldest Gruff. Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. This man has hit sub at a tier 3. He's been subbed for 23 months. Wear that crown, my friend. Good to see you. Always a pleasure to see your stream when I can and I'm not working. You're awesome. No, dude, you're awesome. Even when I haven't streamed for like weeks, you guys still pop in and pop off. Great to have you here. I'm going to try to get back on a normal stream schedule, but it's been a little difficult with work. Oh yes, feed me the orbs, boy. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Come here, boy. While I reload, thank you. Boop. The Sundial work like the Chalice and the Menagerie, that would be cool. I hope it does. And here's the thing. Bungie already has a reward pool that could work with that. Remix the prophecy weapons from Curse of Osiris. Maybe bring in some of the more Osiris-themed armors from Destiny 1. Make it so that you can get randomly rolled gear like in the Menagerie. That would be perfect. Bloop. There's so many things they could do, but we'll see what they're going to do today. If they do bring back Trials, and again, that's the long shot here. I do not expect that to happen. But if they did, oh my gosh. All they would need to do, just give us the D1 Trials gear. Although the D2 Trials gear, the Year 1 D2 Trials gear did look pretty good. That was the hot freshness. Got you, homie. I just want that Guile from Street Fighter finisher. Yo, for those who say that Bungie doesn't listen. Yo, my dude. You know what? I guess you chose death. Well, I'll leave you to your grave. For those who say Bungie doesn't listen, Y'all saw that we got that headbutt emote, right? That everybody's been asking for since Helm of Saint 14 was a thing. Thanks, Bungie. I know you're listening. Yeah, I'm thinking modified Vex offensive. It's best to temper your expectations with that, because that's almost certainly what it's going to be. And that'll be what they do in between seasons. You know, they'll introduce a new 6-man activity that's just, you know, a variation of Vex offensive with different enemies and maybe different mechanics. I just hope they do better reforms. Because I'm okay with that. Like, contrary to what some people might think, I actually don't mind Vex offensive. I don't think it's a bad activity at all. I think it's fine for a little easy mini 6-man raid. Perfectly fine. Give me the original Osiris Forge weapons, Bungie, please, right? Like, they have everything they need. D1 trial armor for Sundial loot, that's what I'm saying, man. Maybe put the D, and you know, maybe swap in and out the D2 trials armor on a week-by-week basis. There's cool stuff there. Anyone gonna be hunting that Stygian Zenodor while waiting for Season of Dawn? Oh, you know it. I got my Dragon Doggo boy back in Monster Hunter World. I need them to bring me Chameleos, though. Chameleos and Gore Magala. Marvel says, I understand. I got 5 clients wanting their projects to them before everybody's off for Christmas. My boss was right. December's going to be hell for the next 3 months or the next 3 weeks. Yeah, I work in logistics. So I work in shipping. So yeah, this is a pretty busy month for us. We got a lot of things going on to Santa's sleigh, and yeah, all of Santa's elves sound like this. Give this man the Divinity Special. Except I just swapped special weapons, so I have no special ammo. I have failed my teammates, and I apologize. Yo, give me that randomly rolled perfect paradox. Exactly. Hey, big guy. Some special. These boys. Special ammo. No, not heavy ammo. Special ammo. I require it. Really are going to refuse to give me special, aren't they? Yo, TBL stream popping off. We're on it, boys. Oh, Rez. Hold on, let me move over here so I can thank you properly, my friend. Hitting us up with the big sub. You've been subbed for 20 months, brother. Welcome back. Here we go. Yo, can I get 1 green ammo? Like, is there just 1 green brick for your boy? What time does Bungie stream start? In about 40 minutes. If I slap things to death, I'll get some. Please? Can I please have it? Like, can I please have the special? No, it's damage phase. And there we go. Eliminating my boys. One green brick. 1 green brick equals 1 prayer. Your boy TBL's RNG, which obviously still has not changed. Desire sensor. That's not supposed to work for basic ammo. No! I need a perfect paradox to rival the escalation protocol, Shotty. Oh man, perfect paradox with trench barrel or with 1-2 punch. That'd be glorious. Knock on the door. Yo, you know what else I'm psyched about? The solar subclass changes that we're going to be getting. I'm really psyched about that. I want to play me some Dawnblade. If it's possible. Yeah, the Scourge of the Past shotgun is pretty good. If you can get it to drop. Okay. Crime protection. I do like how they brought this mechanic from Eater of Worlds in. The whole Vex Cranium thing. Eater of Worlds is a pretty neat raid layer. Good, that block your Nova Bomb. My bad, teammate. Of Radiance, but I don't know where it is. Explosions,
I bet the Vex felt that one. Undying Mind destroyed. Outstanding work, Guardian.
Nicely done. Another Pluperfect. I do like that they bumped up the drop rate of Pluperfect in the Vex Offensive. If you wanted to farm out one of those auto rifles after you've earned it on the Season Pass, this is... Oh! Okay. Alright, Bungie. I see what you're doing. I see what we got here. A little bit of end of season joy and goodness Bungie's spreading around here. I'll take that. I'll take me a little outlaw kill clip on the Pluperfect. You know, I'll use that for the remainder of the stream. Okay, Bungie. I see you. I see you, dog. Alright. Not bad at all. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's neat that you can farm this activity in order to get Pluperfect. Because sometimes you get an outlaw kill clip version of it. Not bad at all. We take those here. We take that here. Dang, it's almost like Bungie knows I haven't played this game for a hot minute. They trying to entice me. Give me a little bit of that gold member tickle. Right on the undercarriage. Like I can dig it, Bungie. I can dig it. Yo, Jay Rasta, good to see you, man. Says, where have you been, sir? I miss your streams. Just busy. Just way too busy to be doing live streams. Real life work has got me absolutely screwed up. It's a shame the roll on this is so bad. 7. Disgusting. I did get a decent roll on this. Lock it before you dismantle it by accident. That is liable to happen. I have been known to accidentally dismantle good things before. Even when it comes to some of the blue gear, you should keep an eye on it, because sometimes the blue gear will have incredibly good stat rolls. Gotta watch what you shard these days. Optative, drop mag under pressure. So I wonder, so access to like the optative and the adhortive and the subjunctive and all that, access to all that's going away next week. Interesting. Of course, because, Vex Offensive's going away. Unless the Vex invasions are going to be continuing on like the moon and stuff like that, which I hope that's the case. Yo, Gobi Gamer, hit us up with a Twitch Prime sub.
New tasks must be
Welcome to the prestige level of the Frosty Stream Team. Good to have you here. Yo, Luperfict is nutty with kill clip, especially in momentum control.
Yes,
yeah, I can't wait for that to come back. Thank you, baby girl.
Walk in the light.
Take that seasonal rank up, 102. I have that roll, it's fun. Right on, dude. Wait, momentum control's active this week? Ooh, come on in. I know what I'll be playing after Bungie's stream. Dude, that should tell you how little I've been on Destiny. I had no idea that it was back this week. That's awesome to hear. Auto rifles actually work in that game mode.
Let's begin.
I hope they can also get around to making Brother Vance less Tumblr-esque. Oh, please. Please. It's so cringy listening to him in some of the strikes. Abilities, nah. Challenging enemies in any strike, yeah, that's easy enough.
Don't let it go to waste.
Shotgun kills, that's easy enough. Good kills, easy enough. What are the gunsmith bounties for today?
the tower didn't deserve it.
You seen the most recent dev diary from Monster Hunter World? Bits and pieces. I haven't watched the entire thing. Weapons, machine guns, rifles, not bad.
Don't get burned.
Easy money.
I won't forget everyone we lost.
We live in
I
dangerous.
won't.
Good, our girl.
I hope you have something for me that might help make it safer.
Eris MORN. Notice me, Osiris Senpai. No. Stop it. You stop that. Sheesh. And to go through all that and have Osiris not even acknowledge him once in that entire DLC. Good lord. Yeah, Duke, the stuff they're releasing for World looks fantastic. I can't wait for them to bring back more classic monsters. There's so many awesome monsters you guys need to try out. Yo, Rocks, good to see you, man. Fidget spinners and sparrows on Mercury. Hey, it's all we ever wanted. Alright, we have hit the 30-minute countdown. Bungie's going live in 30 minutes. We'll see what we can finish in that short time frame. As Bungie goes live, we'll be moving over to their live stream, covering it here, giving our live impressions of everything. Dang. Is it even a good roll? Do I even want this? No, it's not even a good roll. Gross. That's one of the big things they need to change about the game. Good lord, look at this. 47? 47? Why is this even an option? Why is this an option for a weekly reward? Disgusting. Player, logic, anything good on it? We'll find out later. Got Eris.
The fight continues. May it prepare you. May it prepare you.
Money. Yo, Radiant Duke hitting us up with a tier 2 sub. You have been subbed for 13 months, brother. There's too many things to play in the next couple of weeks. My wallet! Yeah, my dude. Shoot. Monster Hunter World Iceborne comes out on PC next month in January. I think in like the beginning of January as well. So I'm going to be playing a lot of that. And this month, Modern Warfare just had their Season 1 release. I had a chance to play a little bit of that before jumping over here on the Destiny. It's alright. I basically just jumped into Crash and stayed in there. You managed to get that pulse rifle from the moon? Which one? Got a little bit of kick to it. The chunky boy. Yo, Chrono, we absolutely need it. Oh man, firing this just reminds me of that breakneck. Those booty butt cheeks right now. That makes me sad. That makes me incredibly sad. You dick! Oh, the premonition. Yeah, yeah. What's the LMG you're using? This is the old Gambit Pinnacle weapon. 21% delirium. Fantastic gun. Don't know if it's still available to get. I think that was a Season of Drifter thing. Yo, straight styled on. That dude broke my ankles with that night. He just straight up broke my ankles with that dodge. Auto rifles still need a bit of a buff. I know they got one with Shadowkeep, I think. Still use it. Good to know. Yo, is everybody ready for the mad Russian lad, not Rasputin, but Saint 14? I'm glad that they're bringing him into this. That's something that people have been speculating about for a long time. Basically, ever since we got his story mission at the end of Curse of Osiris, at the end of the prophecy weapons thing. I'm happy to see Big Saint 14 back here. My fear is that someone that powerful I can't see staying alive when we're in the universe. Well, I mean, we're that powerful. But what Byte thinks is going to happen is that that's going to be a younger version of Saint 14 that we go and help out. And that sets up the lore bit for Saint 14 and the Perfect Paradox, with us giving him the Perfect Paradox, and us being the Guardian he was referencing in his little diary there. So that the dead Saint 14, so that, you know, normal timeline Saint 14 is still dead, but we go and help a younger version of himself and wind up inspiring him. I think that's what Bife was saying he thinks is going to happen. I could see that happening. I could. I could also see the alternative of us just figuring out a way to go save him, because I was into that too. Yeah, did you manage to get the Undying title? If so, what was the last thing you did to get that title? Oh no, Akira, I did not bother at all trying to get the Undying title. Not even a little bit. I didn't even pretend to try to get it. I don't have any of the pinnacles. I barely finished any of the Vex offensive challenges. Yeah, that was a lot of work that, in my opinion, wasn't really going to be worth it for anything other than like the emblem that you could get for doing some of the stuff. Yeah, no. Definitely not for me. Maybe next season. Maybe I'll get the Dawn title. Yo, yeah, and by the way, can I just say that I love that Osiris is back and that he is a central point of focus in this DLC. I've been saying it a bit on Twitter, but this is the Curse of Osiris redemption arc. Because that was the most garbage content release in Destiny 2. And this seems to be redeeming at least a few bits of it. Can't say for certain, you know, it's not out yet, but I'm ready for the Curse of Osiris redemption arc. My very first post that came from the weekly Lectern reward outlaw kill clip. That's not bad at all, Jared. That's not bad at all. Do we get to return his shoddy to him? Exactly. And then by giving it to a younger version of him, we set the chain in motion so that he can return it to us upon his death. Apparently it was our shotgun all along. Paracausality! Such a chunky shotgun. I love it. Or not shotgun, auto rifle. I'll do it. That or this is the darkest timeline? It might be. It might... Well, no, it can't be. It's called Season of Dawn. It's gonna be bright. If we do manage to save Saint 14, what's to stop us from doing the same for Cade? That was what somebody brought up on the video I put up yesterday, and I'll admit, I didn't think about that. I'm assuming this whole saving Saint 14 and changing time is only possible through the Infinite Forest, because that's where Saint 14 went when he died. And if that's the case, then, you know, Cade didn't go into the Infinite Forest. Saint 14 did. But who knows? This is Destiny. I wouldn't be surprised if they managed to fit in a happy ending. Katie. Try to stand together. Appreciate it. Yo, at 10 paces. I'm on it now, boys. Doesn't work if that was the case, then the Cabal couldn't change the Red War that happened on Earth. That's true. We do know that somehow the Cabal are trying to use this to change the ending of the Red War. So it's going to be interesting to try to figure out how exactly the Cabal gained access to time travel. Perfect Paradox is actually my dad's favorite shotgun, so he's looking forward to Season of Dawn. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it becoming relevant again. Give me some random rolled versions of that, please. Also, we've got the Escalation Protocol armor change coming. They keep referring to it, but they're not telling us what it is. Year 2 version of Escalation Protocol armor? Come on in, to quote Thunder. Two words, space magic. Space magic. I ain't gotta explain shit. Dude's name Licht. Black Clover confirmed. It's those darn scions, man. It is. We gotta stop letting scions into our USB ports. Stop it. Don't let them plug their little scion flares into USB ports. Yeah, 6 orbs, 1 over. Nah, man, we upload Cade into Rasputin's or mainframe and have their personalities duke it out for control. Oh no. They need to do more with Rasputin. For being, you know, the so-called most powerful weapon in the system, he is surprisingly useless. Very used to wizard. Come here. So there. Six of those. The teammates are on it. 5 out of 6. Not bad. Is this going to the activity you're playing? No, I do believe this is a part of Shadowkeep. So this is Stay. This is the Altars of Sorrow. Basically an enhanced public event. That's got its own rewards, which is neat. Come here. Had to get one sword nut off. Ammo? Look at that. Those who don't have the Delirium 21%. Look at this LMG. 230 round magazine. Thanks to its overload ability. Basically lets you overload its magazine by picking up other ammo types while you've got this thing equipped. Lets you put out a lot of hurt. Yo, Grimjow, good to see you, man. Hitting us up with the tier 1 sub. You've been subbed for 7 months. Welcome back, man. From Goku Black to Grim. I really dig it. Yep. Just doing Cold Nightmares now. Got it. Okay. Let's walk into that. Why won't you walk into my shots? Orbs. Will the Scions be as annoying as year 1 raids were? Oh, probably. I doubt we're getting a raid with Season of Dawn, but I'd imagine they have to be giving us some kind of new in-game thing to do. That could be interesting. Well, maybe the in-game thing will just be trials. Oh, my nuts on this final nightmare! Yo, Rob Brown, good to see you, man. We could alter Saint 14's fate so that he could still live in our current timeline. Will there be a way for us to go back in time and save Cade? That's what somebody was asking earlier. Potentially. Daddy Fugo. Give me some green ammo. Did they fix it so that auto rifle scavenger and like reserve perks work on trace rifles? Did they ever do that? Oh my gosh, wizard fart, please. Think they'll be bringing back the Flayed Cloaks from D1? Oh, I hope so. Those are some snazzy looking class items for hunters. Enjoy your free grits, boys. It has to be. I mean, with the smelly flayers messing around with time, I'd hope so. Wizards are literally the worst of the nightmare enemies. They just feel tankier. It's just because they're harder to hit. We're about to actually do this. Some stuff to build up some time. Oh, perfect. Nice job. Beautiful. It's always nice to have a divinity on your side. If Trials coming back, then I feel we would have heard something of it by now. No, we wouldn't have. Take it from me, Alias. No, we would not have. We would absolutely not have heard anything. They wouldn't have said anything. Bungie curiously likes to stay very tight-lipped when it comes to that kind of stuff until right before they're going to launch it. Hey, leave my homie alone. Free the little homies. Alright, we are about to hit the 10-minute mark before the Bungie live stream is going to go up. They're probably going to take themselves live in like a couple minutes if they haven't already, and they'll do a countdown. Once we get into the final 2 to 3 minutes, that's probably when I'm going to head over to the Bungie stream. That's what's gonna, you know, pop up here if you guys are watching here. We'll start our coverage. I feel like Trials coming back with the way PvP is right now, with all the hacking and cheating, with everything, would not go over well. I mean, well, there was hacking and cheating in D1 too, but I don't know. I'd imagine it's something that Bungie wants to do, or is thinking about doing, because... How to put this? Holy sheesh, look at all the nightmare hunts that are available this week. They, are they giving pinnacle gear for everything this week? Yo, Bungie. Fantastic work. They're really trying to... Okay, no, that's just all the nightmare hunts are available. Okay, I was about to say, like, pinnacle gear, like, for doing each one? I mean, come on in, baby. Come on in. But, They talked about a renewed focus on PvP. Maybe we'll learn a bit more about that today. Again, they did fly out a lot of Destiny content creators recently to show something off. I'd imagine part of that is going to be what they cover today.
Did I?
I can
No loot or
smell
postmaster,
the
does
hatred
Fogath
of
drop
the
loot?
hive
Yes,
upon
that
me.
activity that I just completed does drop loot. It probably went to my postmaster. I'm usually completely full in my inventory.
Tell me your
Head
tale.
on back there. What's the flashpoint this week? IO? Gross! Ad clears, the unsung heroes. Josh, absolutely. Because you only get like 40 seconds you only get like 40 seconds to clear out the boss there, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to clear the ads to get more time back on the clock. But it's pretty easy to get like tunnel visioned on the nightmares so that you can go back to damaging the boss. Make sure you don't get tunnel visioned, guys. Anymore? I got this bad boy. Delicious. Are you going to do commentary thing like you did with Nim last time? Yes, I am. Speaking of, I wonder if Nim is home and online. Probably not. He probably had to work. Absolute max light. 964. Not bad, though. Not bad at all. But yes, Nikki, I will be covering Bungie's live stream right here. I hate Io. It's not my favorite planet. Hashtag bring back Venus. Undying my see, look at all this stuff for Season 8 that I haven't done. Vex offensive, close the warp gate before 10 minutes elapse. Nope. Increase your power bonus with the Gate Lord's Eye. 14 out of 20 on that, so I'd have to go and do a bunch of bounties. I'm done with submachine gun kills, unsurprisingly. Oh, sounds like Bungie's going live. Excellent. That was a little bit of audio in the background, but look at this. I'm at 15% for bows, 41% for hand cannons, and I almost exclusively use hand cannons. 0% for fusion rifles, 15% for auto rifles, probably just from what I did today. Let's see. Close the work gate before any node is activated. Nope. Haven't done this in Vex Offensive. Vex Offensive, close the warp gate without any member of your fire team dying. Haven't done that. Let's see. Offensive Tactician and Vex Offensive get multi-kills with submachine guns, fusion rifles, and auto rifles. 24%, 0%. What else have I not done? Same thing for hand cannons and bows. On Season 8, complete public events on Earth's moon while wearing a full set of seasonal armor. This would be easy to get done. I'd be able to get this done in like, an hour or so. Defeat enemies on Earth's moon using arc abilities. I'd be able to get that done pretty easily. Offensive Finisher. This is just doing finishing moves and Vex Offensive. That's easy. Dark Side of the Moon. I'd be able to get this done super easily. But like, the rest of the stuff. I haven't gotten the Pinnacle stuff. This would take the absolute longest amount of time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for it. I guess technically, if you were starting a couple days ago, you could probably get the rest of that done over the course of this week, but I'm not going to bother with it. The Undying title is cool, but I'm not going to get done with the Season 8 stuff. I'm not going to get done with the Undying title. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to get this stuff done. That's alright. That's cool. Easy? Do it. You won't? Oh, I won't. I'm not. I'm not going to. Yes, Bungie did just go live with their countdown, so we're going to get ready to go ahead and take things over there. Yep. Here's what I got for the Altars of Sorrow that I just ran. Blasphemer. Corrupted Shoddy. Alt mag, appended, snapshot, opening shot. Still have a lot of accuracy on one shot, but not a great roll. Give me a bit more range on this thing. Man, loot. That's the number one thing I'm hoping for. I want some awesome loot in Season of Dawn. The activities and whatnot, you know, the 6-man, it is what it is. I'm expecting Vex Offensive, but I want me some absolutely fantastic loot. That's what I need to have. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are about 4 minutes away from the official launch of Bungie and their reveal stream for the Season of Dawn. Oh boy, there's probably going to be some pretty interesting stuff going on in there. We will be covering it right here on the channel in just a sec. I'm going to be swapping the view over to Bungie's big Twitch page. As a matter of fact, let me... Hi, Skunky. Hi, Skunky. Let me bring that up. That we're good to go. Make sure everything looks all right there. They've got a countdown of about 8 minutes, so we will be going live with that in just a second. If you would like to watch Bungie's live stream, just on their own page, you can just do !Bungie. You'll get a link to it. If you're over on YouTube, then there should be a link to it in the description box below. But alright, let's do this thing. Bring this up with the quickness.
Control, someone's lost a kid. Sending you
Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Nice little transition there. This full screen. Alright. We are on Bungie's official page. Let me unmute this. Check the audio levels. Alright, can you guys hear the music for Bungie in the background? Go to orbit where we're not going to be disturbed by random NPCs talking. Music sounds good. Excellent. Alright, so the way this is going to work is I am just going to basically be live streaming Bungie's thing here. We will be talking a bit about the things that they talk about. I'll be giving my live impressions on what we're going to be learning about as it's going on. But I'm generally going to try not to talk while Deej or any of the other devs. They said they're going to have like more than 12 devs, I think, doing like a round table here. Just kind of going round robin, in and out. So I'm going to try to keep my mouth shut when they're talking about important things there. But I will interject every now and again with my thoughts on certain things. Six minutes, boys. 6 minutes. I'm ready. That shotgun's so sticky. That was a really good roll. Yeah, like I said, the initial accuracy on that shotgun is going to be insane between opening shot and the other perk that was on there. But I got to have me some range, baby. Give me Daddy Saint? Yes, give me Daddy Russian Saint 14. Bibi Kizikda. Russian Saint 14, I love it. Yo, Curse of Osiris ready for the redemption arc. I'm ready for it. I'm psyched. We've got 5 minutes to go. Real quick, in chat, list it off. What are you most excited to learn about? Are you excited to learn about new story stuff? Are you excited to save Saint 14? Are you excited for the Sundial? Do you think we may be getting Trials back? What do you want to see from Bungie in this reveal stream? Sound off in chat right now. I guess I'll go first. I'm probably most excited for the gear. I want to see what kind of gear we're getting.
Welcome to this pre-show countdown for our Season of Dawn reveal live stream. We're grateful that you have gathered together to receive this message about action and hope and loot and heroism today. This is an opportunity for you to adjust your audio levels. We are doing the same thing inside of our studio at this very moment. If you can hear the sound of my voice, please sign off in chat wherever you have gathered with a hell yeah. The stream will begin on numerous platforms, on numerous channels, in approximately 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
You heard the man, give him a hell yeah. Were you guys able to hear Deej all right there? If you could hear Deej perfectly fine, then that means that my sound check is working. Excellent. Perfect. You guys heard him just fine? Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm excited for Sparrows on Mercury. Yo, my dude. It's about time. Story, the new exotic scout rifle and armor. I am very excited for that new exotic scout rifle. It looks really interesting. It looks like it's in the Mida multi-tool archetype, so it's a really fast-firing scout rifle. And I want to know what that special ability is, because what we got to see there was him, 4-tap somebody with all precision shots. He reloaded, so it looks like it's a powered-up version of something akin to Kill Clip. And then he was one-shotting the remaining Guardians. Now, I don't think that's going to be what the ability is. I don't think it's going to just be land 4 precision shots, reload, and then you're one-shotting the next 3 or 4 people you encounter. I think it's probably going to be something more akin to you deal enhanced damage, and like your damage may chain. So those follow-up enemies he was killing were already, already damaged by the lightning and whatnot, so he was able to clean them up with one shot. I think it's probably going to be something like that. But Bungie could surprise me. They could surprise us and just be like, nah, man, if you get like 4 precision shots, your next 3 shots, one-shot low armor Guardians. That could be interesting. I want to see Zavala man up. See, here's the thing that makes me mad a bit. Zavala kind of did man up, but only in a quick audio log with IKORA Ray. When she talks about how they finished the Vex portal, she and Zavala personally tested it out and went timeline hopping and killing the Undying Mind over and over again. I would say that's Zavala stepping up, but it was only in lore. A little sad about it. Pence says, give me new story. Alias says, Saint 14, Rule 34. Oh, it's happening right now. You can use that mohawk for more than one thing. I want to know who does Saint's voice. Yeah, it'll probably go up on the IMDb page for Destiny after this. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. The new exotic scout and armor. Yeah, I'm excited for that too. Armor designs. Yo, Jared, you understand me. So we getting new content today? Not today, BTZ. The new content is going to be dropping next Tuesday. Today we're getting a reveal stream showing what some of that new content's going to be. Super excited by it. For those who do not have access to Twitch, maybe you're at school or something and you're watching here on my YouTube channel, I should have thought to do this earlier, but let me bring up Bungie's YouTube page, because they are streaming this to their YouTube channel as well. Let me get that for you. So if you don't want to watch it here, if you'd rather just watch the straight up live stream or watch the video of it later without, my annoying voice commenting every 3.5 seconds, I'm going to post that in the chat here. You can go watch it there. I'll put it in the description for this video as well. T-minus 20 seconds to go. Are you guys ready to rock and roll? Let's do it, baby. I will be going radio silent because they're probably going to start with a trailer. Love you guys. Catch you in a bit.
You've been busy, Guardian. When you slew the Undying Mind, you changed the course of history. Now time is broken on Mercury, fractured by the Legion. They intend to write a new history, a new ending to the Red War. If you're willing to help, you'll need to walk the corridors of time. And you'll need my sundial to do it. I built it so that an ally of mine could cheat death. I failed to help him, and his death remains my greatest regret. They call me the greatest Titan who ever lived. You fight like a caged animal.
Triple down! Why, your light is savage! What? What? Seven column!
Bring the sky down upon them.
Hello and welcome to a Bungie live stream. We are here to take a look at Season of Dawn. I'm Deej, I'll be your host, and I'm joined on set by two developers who have led our development team in the creation of this new story that we'll be telling. And how are you today?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Rachel and Jonathan, do me a favor, introduce yourself to our community by talking a little bit about what you do at Bungie and what was your unique and personal contribution to Season of Dawn.
I'm a producer on Vanguard Omega. I helped lead all the different disciplines and create this really cool experience for the community.
And I was a narrative lead on the season. I collaborated with design and art to help bring you guys the story of Saint 14's big return.
Very colorful today.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for noticing. It's a lion, and it is meant to remind me that a lion doesn't try to be fierce, it just is. Just like Saint 14.
That wasn't
That's
rehearsed
not
at all.
a joke.
No, and it wasn't. It wasn't rehearsed either. It was very extemporaneous. Regarding Saint 14, the past 24 hours have seen a great deal of Saint 14 hype, I guess we would have to say.
Yes.
And as developers, as creators, what has been your own personal response to their reaction to the Season of Dawn reveal trailer?
I spent most of the night watching all of the reactions to the trailers. It was probably my favorite part of the evening with my fiance. We just sat there and watched as people tried to speculate what was going to be happening through the season. Professor Bromion was probably my favorite reaction so far.
Yes.
It was a lot of cursing.
It was a little bit of cursing, a little bit of curse words, but that enthusiasm, those real-time reactions, those visceral reactions to the things that we work so hard on. I mean, is that not the best moment as a developer? Is when you create something, to see someone respond to it, to see someone experience it for the first time. That's why we do it, right?
Absolutely, and I totally get the fan experience. I was a fan during vanilla Destiny 1. When I was just a player, I was a fan of Saint 14's character back when he was just a grimoire story and a helm. It's been an honor and a privilege to help bring a deep lore character like Saint 14 to the forefront of the player experience in Destiny. It's too bad he's dead right now, and the players are going to have to pull a miracle out of their butts to save him, but they've done it before, so maybe they can do it again.
Maybe. If anyone can, our community can. As somebody who has taken that deep lore character and given them new life, talk to me about how you relate personally to the character of Saint 14.
So Saint is probably the most lawful good character that we've ever created.
Mm-hmm.
He loves pigeons. He loves pigeons so much that he's named his ship after them. He's very large, he's very wholesome, and sometimes that gets him into trouble, like the time that he died.
Quite literally a saint in that case.
Absolutely.
A virtuous character, the sacrifice.
He's in trouble right now, guys. He needs your help.
Okay, so that help will be on the way on December 10th, when Season of Dawn begins, less than a week away now. So there's a lot of anticipation, there's a lot of excitement. Rachel, give us a sense, we start with an idea. We decide on a story that we want to tell. As a producer, sort of bringing all these disciplines together into one creative process, how did everybody sort of share that inspiration and that motivation in doing all of the work that made this possible?
I mean, it really wasn't hard to bring people together in this case. John and all the writers on the seasonal team have really inspired a lot of the team and how we actually go about building the season. Though that passion is super inspiring.
Nico, Christine, and Paul, you guys were amazing.
They were all really amazing, and he helped really inspire how we built the season and influenced what the actual season was. People brainstormed together. We built the season as a team and collaboratively, just like we built everything in Destiny together. It was definitely a really cool collaboration and cooperation for everybody.
I want to share a piece of art that I think a lot of people in the team have a lot of heart for, and this piece of art really encapsulates the mood that we've created with Season of Dawn. This is the idea that we've all come together to embrace. And Jonathan, what can you tell us about the themes and the ideas that are captured in this beautiful piece of artwork? And programming note, we will release this on social media imminently, so that if you would like to make this your wallpaper or what have you, you don't need to go screenshotting right now. You only need to go and consult our Twitter channels. But
Thank you.
Talk to us from a creative standpoint as to what this speaks to you about.
For sure. So besides being an awesome piece of art, all of that gear that you saw there belonged to Saint 14. The piece, though, is not about the gear itself. The piece, to me, is about Saint's absence, and perhaps even how Osiris feels about Saint's absence. The helm that you saw there is iconic. It's been with us since the very first version of Destiny, and it's synonymous with Saint as a character. The shotgun is it's called the Perfect Paradox. It is Saint's signature weapon. It was forged by our players way back in the Curse of Osiris expansion, and I wrote the lore tab for that weapon that happened to insinuate that players would perhaps one day be able to bring that weapon back to Saint 14. There's a huge problem right now, though, because he's dead. He's still dead, and we're going to have to solve that before we can give Saint back his weapon. The ribbons that you saw there as well, Saint brought those with him everywhere. There's more to their story than just armor ornamentation, though, and we'll get more into that as our story progresses.
Wonderful. New mysteries to discover, new challenges to overcome, new miracles to pull out of. We don't need to revisit that line of dialogue again. Thank you so much for the work that you've done to create this moment of excitement for our community. People are really looking forward to embarking on this new journey, and that happens on Tuesday.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Yeah. So telling a new story with Season of Dawn is just one of the things that we're doing. Let's take a look at everything else that we have planned for the months and weeks to come. As is customary and typical, we like to release a calendar of all of the events. If you are screenshotting, if you are squinting to read the fine print, this is also going out on social media. Many different reasons to engage with Destiny, many different awesome things to add to your collection, special events to recognize the season, exotic weapons that you can go on a quest to earn, Crimson Days celebrating, the love between members of our community, etc., and so on. So with that, please do consult our social media channels. And look at this, we have two more developers in our hot seats. Robbie, Tomo, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Thanks
for having us. We're going to have a conversation now about how the beginning of one season on the tail end of the end of another really will have an opportunity to change the game. Before we jump into that conversation, give our audience an idea as to, for yourselves, what you do at Bungie and what was your unique fingerprint on Season of Dawn.
So I'm a creative lead at Bungie, which means I'm the one who is kind of the vision holder for the seasons we're working on. And I basically work with the team in a collaborative manner to collect the best ideas and work on those ideas with everyone to bring them to life in the game.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Tomo.
Yeah, I'm the combat air lead here at Bungie. Part of the systems team, and so something that we, like one of our mandates is to make sure that we're continuously updating the game, keeping it fresh, keeping it engaging for players, and so definitely trying to do that again with Season of Dawn.
Yeah, creating the action.
Yep.
In that moment when we finally get to play, we can feel your work. All right, that's wonderful. Robbie, Season of the Undying is coming to an end. Season of Dawn begins. This is going to be a different feel for our community than it was last year when we went from one season to the next. Can you give me a sense of how our goals are changing there? I know that we may have seen you or Luke Smith previously in Bungie Media talking about the fact that we're trying to build something that lives, right? So talk to me about how the beginning of this season really is a realization of those goals.
So something we're really trying to do is take the triumphs, take the victories, and maybe even sometimes the failures that you experience as a player when you're in these seasons, and have them directly connect and evolve in the stories that we're telling moving forward. And so, basically the community is actively stopping the Undying Mind right now and stopping the Vex threat from the Black Garden. And during this time, Osiris is in the Infinite Forest, and he sees this timeline that the Guardians are on, and he sees Calamity, and so that's why he's leaving the Infinite Forest. And so basically your actions as a player are directly propelling us into the next season. And if you think about how we used to build our campaigns, right? Like that would be an experience that you would play once at the beginning of the year. It would be finite and it would end quickly. And really what we're trying to do is kind of take that experience of the world changing, of the world evolving, of your actions having meaningful impact. It's something that you experience throughout the year and not just at the burst whenever a big expansion comes out.
Yeah. And I think if we look back at Season of the Forge, Season of the Drifter, Opulence, they were these self-contained, very specific experiences that didn't relate to each other all that much. But now there's this through line, there's this persistent narrative, and as you do these awesome things in Destiny, as you conquer your foes, you leave
a lasting impact.
A lasting impact, and you impact the way the story gets told and the way the story evolves.
And so I think something also interesting that we get to do is we actually actively get to see how people are actually reacting to the stories that they're experiencing as well. And as we're developing the future seasons as well, we're thinking about that, and we're thinking about the things that they like and they dislike as well, which is different than what we've been able to do in the past in some ways.
So in any moment of gameplay or discovery, you're putting the pieces on the board that you can pay off later.
Yes, and I mean it's something like John was mentioning before, that we had something in Deep Lore right from years ago, and I think what we're seeing now is a game where we can actually players can actually initiate things happening, and we actually get to react to them faster. There's going to be a lot less of the like, oh, there's something in lore that we never talk about, and it's going to be a lot more of like, okay, we say something at one point in the season, and we really want to try to react to it within a shorter time period, really. Okay. So.
Well, we've had a lot of talk so far about ideas and feelings and goals and ideas. Let's actually take a look at the game, Tomo. Show us how we can configure a hunter for ideal combat conditions in Season of Dawn. This may be what your character looks like on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I look freaking awesome. I'm a hunter. That's step one, of course.
Yes.
But also, like Robbie said, like even through our combat and like the action game, we want it to feel like you're evolving. Your guardian, your setup, your monster killing machine, that is evolving season over season. One of the ways we're doing that, of course, is some of you might have read on our weekly updates, we have a solar subclass update coming with Season of Dawn. But on top of that, season over season, we're injecting new ways to play when it comes to like the artifact, changing up the mods there. So I'll dive in there real quickly.
Lantern of Osiris.
As you can see, last season it was the Gate Lord's Eye. This season it's called the Lantern of Osiris. Osiris and Saint 14 are two main storylines, and so this is part of a storyline that will evolve over the course of this season, and you'll understand like where this kind of falls into place. We've also changed up a little bit of the artifact in the way like we have our mods laid out. As you can notice, we have In our first column here now, we have our champion mods. Because the artifact resets at the end of the season, you're going to get a new one.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that this is something that you can reacquire pretty early on. These are going to be for different weapon archetypes from what you're used to in the past. And these will help you overcome, and you'll see here shortly, like the champions that we have for the Cabal.
Good. I'm glad
This
that's
is
on
your
the first
perfect
tree
weapon for the new combat conditions. As you go into the sundial, which we will be playing in a matter of moments, this is going to really play into how you can perfectly configure your character to confront those new challenges.
Exactly. And this upcoming season, we're focusing more on the long-range combat, precision shooting, and I'm sure Guardians have noticed that last season it was focused more heavily on Arc and Void. This upcoming season, because we did the Solar subclass update as well, we're going to be focusing heavily on Solar and Void as our secondary element.
Okay.
So here's a couple that I've selected for myself. I personally really enjoy pulse rifles and scout rifles and stuff like that, so I've grabbed a couple of those. As well as in the second column here, our Guardians probably remember from this past season, all of them were reloader mods. We've actually mixed it up, so now you can also get unflinching for certain weapon archetypes, as well as enhanced targeting. And then we've also added a couple new mods that players haven't seen yet. My personal favorite that I'm looking forward to using is this one called Guardian Angel. This allows you to get a chance of a healing orb to drop if you get a precision kill. And yet you have to use one of the precision weapons that is in meta for this season.
Nice.
All right. And then let's take a look at configuring your character. Armor 2.0 was something that people delved into for the first time at the beginning of last season, and I understand it's evolving in this season.
It is. So the rewards team did an awesome job of giving us Armor 2.0, but Armor 2.0 by itself isn't the end of it. Like they're continuing to enhance the experience. And something that you might notice is any piece of gear that you acquired during Season of Dawn now has a different symbol in their fourth mod slot here. Instead of having the Vex symbol for signifying the last season, we now have a new symbol for Season of Dawn. And over the course of the season, through various activities within the season, you'll be able to acquire new mods that you haven't seen before. And these mods now have like a new mechanic that is called Charge with Light. And when you're charged with light, you actually get these benefits. So there's certain mods that allow you to get charges of light, and then there's certain mods that allow you to consume Charge of Light. And this becomes like this new gameplay engine that actually works throughout the entirety of Destiny now. It isn't just for the Nightmare Hunts or just for the raid. So we're pretty excited for that.
Fantastic. All right, what else you got for us? What else is new?
All right, since I'm a hunter and I want to look cool, finishers is also a great way to look cool.
Yes.
So I'm going to go down to the finisher blade, and players might notice here that now you don't have just a single finisher icon here, so signifying that that is what you have equipped. Instead, now we have a new multi-equip feature. On systems, we want to continue to evolve our features and continue to make the experience better for our players. And so what multi-equip does is more or less like a playlist for your finishers. And you can have up to 9 in your bucket here, and then you can actually just do like a right thumbstick click, and then you can favorite them, and you see that little star next to that where it says legendary.
Yeah.
And then that allows you to actually then have those randomly be selected when you're doing finishers in the game.
Cool.
You want to preview one of your favorites for us?
Yeah,
one or two of your favorites?
I'm definitely going to say, since Saint 14's coming back, everyone's going to love this one, right?
The Kell Breaker.
Yeah, you got to get that head bash.
And how can we earn that one?
This one, I believe, is on the Season's Pass. So
Yes. Yeah, it's on the Season's Pass.
As long as you get the Season's Pass and you're playing the game, then you'll be able to earn this fairly quickly.
Wonderful.
And then you also have other ones that are going to be in the Eververse store. My personal favorite is this one here. Love that one.
All right, so it's easy to do this to a sweeper bot tackle dummy, but why don't you give us a taste of how this stuff actually looks in the wild?
Definitely. So
and for that, we take
Mercury
you live
here.
to Mercury, and
It's a sparrow.
It is.
Sparrows on Mercury. Let's see your parkour
chills.
skills. Can you stick the landing? Can you stick the landing?
It's about time.
Nailed it.
Beautiful. Stuck that landing too. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Oh,
you're far too lethal.
I'm too good.
Just too good for our own good. All right, seeking targets. You'll do.
Shoot him in the kneecap.
You're kneecapping that guy.
Oh, there's the headbutt.
Beautiful.
Maybe don't shoot while the shield is up? Question mark?
Well, this isn't your
okay,
dance. You want some of this?
Yeah,
you
he
can have
does.
some. Wonderful. All right, that all looks great. So, changes afoot. New stories, new artifact, new combat meta. Obviously, when we're telling a new story and we have new media out there, we love to watch their reactions. But when we change the way they fight, there's obviously reactions there as well.
Yeah, so I think we've talked a lot about the combat, we've talked a lot about Mercury, and you guys are going to see the sundials soon. And I think something to think about and understand for the season is that there's going to be a lot more than just Mercury, than just the combat, right? Like you're going to be asked to go throughout the solar system, go to Tangled Shore, go to destinations that you haven't been to in a while, to basically help stop this new Cabal threat that's appeared in the system. And as you guys are actively playing the season and you're reacting to it, we're going to be listening, we're going to be watching, and we're going to be thinking of how we can integrate the things that you care about, you like or dislike, into our future season development. And it's something that we think about a lot and we try to pay attention to a lot. So,
Cool.
yeah.
New PvP maps.
Yep, we got Rusted Lands coming back.
Rusted Lands is coming back.
Yep.
So for every type of player of Destiny, you're already.
I'm ready.
Yeah, and Rusted Lands is certainly near and dear to our hearts because that's really where the Destiny sandbox was born. A lot of our earliest iterations on the way Guardians move and the way they fight come off of that map, and that's a wonderful place to send our community back to. So if you're a fan of the Crucible, there's also new things to engage with. Something for everyone. Yep. And of course, we will be watching, we'll be listening, and this conversation will continue. I think we're being extremely interactive with how we react to the players these days.
We're trying, yeah.
The developers are reacting, the game is reacting, even the characters in the world are reacting. So we'll continue that rolling.
Indeed.
All right. Thank you so much. I think it's time now to see the sundial in action. And for that, we need to introduce you to the fire team that we have assembled right here, live on set. And welcome to the show, Cosmo.
Hey, Deej.
Thanks for bringing together a group of people to take on the Cabal in this new activity. Who do you have assembled in your fighting party today?
Well, we're ready to go. To my left is Alexandra from the player support team. To my right is Eric, who is an investment test engineer, works on Season of the Dawn. And then across from me is Doug, who is an animator, works on a lot of the emotes that you see. Mitch is another investment test engineer, and then John is a test engineer, and we're ready to go and take on the sundial.
Well, you all look fabulous, but show me your Guardians. Let's take a look at how you are dressed for the occasion. Look at that. Lots of new gear to add to your collections. Using our developer tools, we can have this God's Eye floating through the space. You can see the gear that every player of Destiny 2 can earn as part of Season of Dawn, and then if you're a holder of the Season Pass, obviously in the premium track, you can earn these ornaments. Very Saint 14 inspired. Everyone's a knight in shining armor.
It does look dope.
Can't wait to make my warlock look that unflinchingly noble. So thanks for the preview. Before we actually activate the activity, I would like to introduce you to two more developers who have braved the hot seats. I'm here with Antim and Matt, and you guys worked to actually create this new activity and refresh the destinations, but in your own words, please tell our audience what your contribution was to Season of Dawn.
Personally, I was responsible for doing a lot of the visual effects and stuff like that. But like with our team, like we're able to collaborate all together to build this beautiful experience. And without the help of Matt, we were able to build something really engaging as well.
He is nervous. Holy crap.
I am an activities designer, and with the help of Antim, we were able to make a really cool experience for you. I worked on activity structure, encounter design, your overall experience as you go through encounters and interact with the mechanics, and your moment-to-moment, what you're shooting in the face, essentially.
That's really what it comes down to, doesn't it?
That's what, we've always been at war with the Cabal.
Yes, we have, whether we wanted it.
Whether we wanted it or not.
Whether we wanted it or not. All right. So let's go ahead and check in with our fire team. We're going to lay down some developer commentary while they shoot those things in the face. Cosmo, you are prepared to begin this activity. First thing that we can notice here is that we have a new landing zone for the sundial. And talk to me a little bit about the inspirations and the design motivations that went into breathing some new life into Mercury.
But it's just
and
like
Mercury, we had this really good opportunity from narrative to really clash all these different timelines. You got past, you got present, you got future, And like as artists, like we wanted to like see all of these assets again. So like we just like figure out how to make this like as epic and as beautiful as possible. And then like suddenly we had the idea like, what if we just put all of them all together? And it was daunting. It was really scary because like there's a lot of technical challenges. We had to like go around with like lighting. We had to go around with world art and just like over and over again to like make sure they actually got it all working with these giant time walls and everything. But in the end, like it was worth it. Like I'm really proud of the work we were able to do.
So we're going to be fighting our way up this slope here. Matt, the sundial is sort of emerging in the distance. This is Osiris's device that he can use to sort of control the corridors of time, all the alternate realities. What were some of the themes and what were some of the different motivations that we embraced as we created this new action for the player?
Once we learned where we were going on the narrative front, Jonto, I'm so sorry. But it was obviously, time cops stopping time crimes.
Time cops stopping time crimes.
And yeah, and you can see players here, they just engaged with one of our new Cabal champions.
All right, and so here is this enormous device.
Thanks.
What were some of the different inspirations for creating this new structure? It's pretty daunting.
So for Sundial, like, we had to make this crazy time machine. Like, it's super dangerous, like it's trying to borrow a lot from this like Vex tech, and then like Osiris, this mystical arcane person's like, I got an idea, and he's built this crazy thing. So like we had to mix like a lot of these structures of like this really cool visual effects language that we have for Vex, a lot of grids and stuff, and then try to immerse like some of the really like instrumental like technical stuff that Osiris has, which is like more inspired from the 18th century like nautical instruments and stuff, and then like we just built it, and like it looks great. I love it.
So like we have set up in other activities, that was a totem they just interacted with, and that started the encounter.
Those are prophecy weapons
they're
they're
in
using.
the future encounter here.
I love this one.
Yeah.
So they step through an aperture into a different alternate reality, into a different timeline, and
this is what could come to pass.
Pardon me?
This is what could come to pass.
What could come to pass if we are not victorious? And when they activate this activity and they step through that window, they're not entirely certain what they're going to get. Like this can be different combinations of timelines. It's going to be different every time they access the activity. Yeah.
Yes, and the activity bosses will evolve. They will
X on that.
Week to week they'll roll out a new one, and there's some surprises I really wish I could talk about. But I'm super excited for players to find out what it is. As the season rolls on.
And to your point, yeah, week over week, there will be different bosses for them to face at the end of this activity. Our enemies have some tricks up their sleeves that will be revealed and understood over time. So your first experience with the sundial will certainly not be like your last experience with the sundial, and it'll be a varied experience. So
and the activity you'll always complete it. It doesn't matter who you matchmake with, and so if players find themselves with you, they'll still be able to complete especially you, D. They'll still be able to complete the activity.
What?
Yeah.
Shade.
Especially guys. So yeah, the whole one of the goals for when we set this up is it's not a traditional horde mode. There are mechanics in here, and you'll find that there's a lot of different strategies you can incorporate in order to get through the activity and earn your rewards as fast as possible.
Yeah. Okay.
And when hard mode comes out, you're gonna want to bring some friends that have, that have leveled up their artifact and gotten better mods to.
There's gonna be a hard.
So point of order: the sundial is a 6-player match-made activity.
Correct.
I can bring a pre-made 6-player fire team if I want. Obviously, a team that can communicate with each other and coordinate with each other can complete this activity more efficiently, more quickly, get to that loot at the end. But in terms of hard mode, that does require a pre-made fire team.
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna like Menagerie.
Just want to set those expectations appropriately for our community. So we got some big bad bosses here.
I think players are gonna really enjoy the new champions.
One of the big challenges you have to figure out for this particular encounter is that like we have to like be able to throw this ball that creates this giant laser and stuff.
So happy.
I'm so glad we got that in there. But like one of the difficulties is that you're looking at this really bright skybox, and we had to make a laser like be brighter than the sun when you're on Mercury, and that was a challenge. I'm glad we got it working, but like my gosh, we had to iterate a lot on that one.
So talk to me about what the players are doing right now. They're picking up these charges. How exactly are they using these to overcome the tactical conditions
So in this
here?
possible future, the Cabal have won. They've learned to potentially weaponize the light, and they have all their ships just in orbit, and you're basically, thematically, you're just basically saying, stop hitting yourself. You're throwing their kind of beacons. He's like, when I remember we were early in production, I went up to John, so I'm like, can we get a line that says, "Idiots, turn off the laser"? It just cracked me up, but I don't think we got it. There might be a random chance, guys. I don't know, but it entertained me greatly.
I remember in production, like when you first came up to me, like, hey, we got this prototype working. I saw it, I was like, my gosh, how are we gonna pull this off?
I'm gonna blow up the whole goddamn world with this thing. That's the power of fantasy here.
The sundial itself, it looks like a very dangerous thing. It looks like the type of thing that your mother would tell you not to play on, and here we're sending 6 people up on that thing to play with time. What were some of the different discoveries that you make along the way through playtest with the sundial specifically?
Make friends. I'm just kidding.
No, it was actually kind of humbling, and it just kind of it was a great exercise in just user experience, because you spend all this time building encounters, building mechanics, and tweaking things, iterating, and some of the most fun that we had in playtest, and we were noticing is players just like killing themselves. They really just like to entertain themselves by just being murdered over and over and over again. So the sundial, it probably has some design flaws. Osiris, he was just
it's a feature.
Yeah,
it's a feature.
Yeah, there they go.
All right, well.
In some timelines they die, in some timelines they make it, You can't control time.
Yeah. Well, we encourage you all to be very careful as you play on the sundial. That's the end of the first encounter, and there are several more encounters that would lead to the final boss. Yep. We will unveil different final bosses week over week, and that's as far as we're going to go with all this today. So we've given you a taste of the new action, the conditions, what's at stake, what you have to fight with. New champions will require a new artifact. Anything else you want to call out? No,
just the whole team. The whole team that worked on this, they just brought it.
Yeah.
So I'm super proud of everybody.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you for all your hard work. Everyone at Bungie who worked on this, pats on the back for everybody. Lots of love in this room. If you're sitting in chat hoping for another, 2 tokens and a blue moment, we're here to rewrite history. So what we're going to do is we're going to enable you to discover the rewards and how all that works. The first loot drops will be for you to earn. Season of Dawn begins on December 10th. And, John Toe, one thing we didn't cover is that you have written a number of different chapters of lore, and we're going to be sharing those on Bungie.net. So if you'd like to read about the stories that we're telling before you start to experience them in the game, starting at the end of this stream, we're going to publish our first chapter of pre-launch web lore to the Bungie blog. Go check it out. And we're going to have another one to publish every day between now and launch. So on Tuesday, the weekly reset will change the game more than it does on your standard week. We're really looking forward to you playing Season of Dawn. We thank you very much for tuning into this live stream. No matter which platform, no matter which channel you're using to watch us, we do love getting the community together to receive some new news, and we can't wait to see you again on Mercury. Please watch your step. It's a dangerous place. I'm Deej. Thanks to all of the developers who played the new activity or talked about their work sitting in the hot seats. This is the end of our show for today.
You've been busy, Guardian. When you slew the Undying Mind, you changed the course of history. Now time is broken on Mercury, fractured by the Legion. They intend to write a new history, a new ending to the Red War. If you're willing to help, you'll need to walk the corridors of time. And you'll need my sundial to do it. I built it so that an ally of mine could cheat death. I failed to help him, and his death remains my greatest regret. They call me the greatest Titan who ever lived. You fight like a caged animal.
Triple down! Why, your light is savage! Hot! Hot! Seven! Column!
Bring the sky down upon them.
All right, and there we go. That is the end of Bungie's reveal stream for the Season of Dawn. A very modest stream, I will say. Much more modest than what I was expecting. They basically spent the entire time showing off the new activity, the 6-man activity, the Sundial. That's where we'll start this wrap-up. Yes, I saw a lot of you guys in chat talking about the Sundial and how it's similar to the Menagerie. That's exactly what I thought Sundial was going to be. As a matter of fact, I warned people in my video yesterday, Sundial is 100% just going to be Vex offensive, but with Cabal instead of the Vex. So I'm not surprised at all that that's what it wound up being. Although I will say, I am pleasantly surprised that it's more like the Menagerie than it is like the Vex Offensive. It is going to be a 6-man activity like the Vex Offensive, but it's going to be changing bosses on a weekly basis. That's something the Vex Offensive did not do. Very happy with that. They didn't talk about the rewards that you're going to get from it, which I find both hilarious and rather wise. By Bungie. They mentioned the 2 tokens in a blue scenario from a year or 2 ago with Curse of Osiris, and how that didn't pan out quite as well as maybe they would have hoped for. Glad they avoided that this time around, but they did show us some brand new stuff in there. We did get to see that. It looks like the prophecy weapons are indeed going to be returning. They were using some of the prophecy weapons from back in Curse of Osiris. We'll pull those up here in collections while we're talking about it. So that stuff does look like it's going to be coming back. Whether or not that's going to be the rewards for completing the Sundial itself, I have no idea. I am happy with it, though. I do like the prophecy or weapons from back in Curse of Osiris, so it'll be nice to see those come back again. As for the Sundial, it looks like an interesting activity. I like that it's got different mechanics and like everything that you saw them doing there with killing the enemies, getting the orbs, breaking the enemy's shields. All of that was apparently the first phase. They had to go and complete several of those like in Menagerie before they could get to the final boss. So I think it was interesting that they didn't show off anything other than that first phase there. Maybe they could have done the first 2. Maybe not a full run, but at least the first 2. But it looks like it'll be an interesting activity. If it's like the Menagerie, then I'm fine with that. I loved the Menagerie. That was really kind of my favorite activity from the formerly known as Penumbra, Season of whatever, the Shadows, or whatever it was called back with Callus and all of that stuff. What I do want to know, since it does seem to look like it does look like they learned a bit from the Menagerie, and they're incorporating some of the mechanics from that. Are we going to get the reward system from the Menagerie back? Because good God, the Chalice, the reward system with the Chalice there, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Chalice system, but being able to farm for specific roles on specific weapons was amazing. And here's the thing, they already kind of have a system for that in place. Remember, Mercury has a forge on it, the forge we used to get these progeny weapons. That's already a thing in the game. Hopefully they go back to using that, because there's some good stuff that they could do there. Like just, you run your Sundial, you head back to the forge, you maybe go and try to make your whatever version of weapon you want. Hold on, where is that thing? Oh, here it is. Infinite Paths. This is the pulse rifle we got to see a little bit of during this this live stream. Not bad at all. Yeah, Duke, I 100% agree. Menagerie hands down had the best reward system in Destiny 2. Whew, I got a little bit of that phlegm right there. So, you know, I think Sundial looks pretty neat. I'm glad you can pull out a Sparrow on Mercury. I'm wondering if we're going to get a new Strike or anything like that. We've got a new PvP map, but they're being a bit coy with that. Thankfully, we did get that content release roadmap that they said they were going to be putting out sometime today. I checked their Twitter. It's not up on their Twitter yet. The moment that comes up, I'll probably get started on my wrap-up video of the live stream today. As I'm just going through some of the prophecy weapons that you used to be able to forge back in Curse of Osiris that you'll probably be seeing coming back. This, West of Sunfall, is probably the weapon, the prophecy weapon I would be most excited about seeing come back. Yeah, I know. Pulse rifles are meta right now, and the pulse rifle from the prophecy weapons was really, really good. But the West of Sunfall was one of the few 180 RPM hand cannons in the game back when it came out. And stat-wise, it's really strong. If I could get a random rolled version of this thing with some bonus range, just like straight range options, that would be tits, is the only way I can think of to describe it. It would be the tits. Big, juicy, bouncy, soft, pillowy mounds of gorgeous woman meat. Can't wait for it. But on the roadmap, they showed that the flayers are going to be the bosses in the Sundial. You're going to be swapping those out on a weekly basis. We got to see the name of the new exotics on there. There's going to be a new exotic sidearm, which is the one that was in the promotional materials, the one that actually looks like a handgun, which is a little bit weird in the world of Destiny. Most of these things look like weird space weapons. That actually looks like a normal Time Cop style handgun. So that's going to be an exotic quest that's on the season path. We got to see the fusion rifle. Like I said, I'll be covering more of that when they finally put up that roadmap. But overall, it looks like it's going to be a pretty modest season of content, which is about what I expected. When it came to Season of Dawn, I figured it was going to be about the same amount of content as the Season of the Undying. So 1 or 2 exotic quests. We've got the new PvP map. We're going to have this new 6-man activity that's going to be changing over the course of the season. It's about what I thought we were going to be getting. Very excited in learning about what we're going to be doing more so in the Sundial. Hopefully, they have some more to talk about when it comes to PvP. There was no announcement of Trials during this, so that is a bit of a disappointment. But like I said, before it started, Trials is a long shot. They have gone on record to say that they have no plans for Trials for the foreseeable future. So it was always a bit of a long shot with them doing that sort of thing. But hopefully, maybe someday in the future, we'll be able to get more of that kind of stuff. We did get to see the new artifact and some of the new mods in there. We can confirm that while there are some new mods in the artifact, they did basically just kind of swap up the elements on some of the mods that we already have. I saw stuff like Thundercoil swapped, I guess, to a new version in there. They did make a fantastic change, in my opinion. With the, they did make a fantastic change with the first tree of the artifact, and I'll go show that in just a second. They made it so that your anti-barrier, unstoppable, overload rounds are in the first tree of unlocks. That is a fantastic change. It's going to make setting up your builds a lot less frustrating, as things are in the game right now. Let's go over to the artifact. As they are right now, the first tree is like the glimmer stuff. The stuff you don't care about. And you have to go through several of these to unlock the actual useful mods. So basically they took these unstoppable overload, anti-barrier mods, and they put them in the first tree. So they'll be the first thing that you unlock, which makes way more sense considering they throw champions at you in any in-game or high-level game mode. Much better. As for the other new stuff, they showed as a part of the new armor system that there's going to be some new mods that you get. See if we can find a bit of armor, a reference point. As in right here. Like right here, in the current stuff, we have the Nightmare gear. This helps you in like the raid and in Nightmare hunts and against Nightmare enemies. The new mods we're getting are charged with light. They didn't exactly explain exactly how this is going to work, but it's going to be taking over this slot, and it's going to be active in more than just in-game activities. They said it's going to be active everywhere, which is going to be a little bit interesting. And charged with light, they didn't explain exactly how you come upon that, but basically it's going to be a status effect that once you activate it, you're going to be able to utilize that status effect. It's basically going to be like a buff to activate certain abilities that are going to be tied to new in-game mods. One of the ones they showed was like getting precision kills with precision weapons like scout rifles and whatnot is going to drop healing orbs from your friends. I thought that was really interesting. We just got a raid, so I doubt there will be anything. Yeah, I doubt we're going to get a raid with this. I don't think that's going to happen at all. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen at all. But with the charge with light stuff, I'm going to have to go back on the live stream and pay particular attention to that, because I want to read through all of those mods. I'd imagine charge with light is just going to be picking up orbs. That would be my guess. It could be something different. Like I said, I'm going to have a wrap-up video of all this stuff coming out later today. I'll probably have a better idea of how it's going to work then. But that's pretty much it. I did see that some people noticed that with the change in mods, they are changing up the way a lot of mods work during this season. Some of these enhanced mods are no longer going to be enhanced loaders. They're going to be like enhanced aim assist. And one of the aim assist ones was for linear fusion rifles and other precision things. So yeah, you Jade Rabbit and Queen Breaker's bow users, you scumbags out there are going to have a lot of extra aim assist when it comes to the Season of Dawn. Ooh boy, we'll see if we can reach that. What was it? The aim assist on Queen Breakers was like at 120. It was being doubled for some reason. We'll see if we can get back to those levels when the Season of Dawn comes out. But beyond that, that's pretty much it for all the new stuff that they showed off within the Season of Dawn reveal stream. Yo, Big Squeak, thanks so much for the sub. You've just given us a tier 1 sub. You've been subbed for 17 months in a row. Well, not in a row, but 17 months with a 2-month streak. Welcome back, man. Says, since Saint 14 is coming back, are we going to be fighting alongside him or just another NPC? I'd imagine we'll have one mission, the mission where we go and save him, where we're fighting alongside him, and that'll probably be it. He's got some audio lines there. Maybe he'll, I don't know, maybe he'll narrate a Crucible game or two. Who knows? We'll see. But it definitely does look like there's going to be at least one story mission where we're fighting alongside him. But alright guys, there we go. That is it for Bungie's reveal stream and our coverage of it. Again, I will have a full video covering all of the minute details coming out a little bit later today. But overall, yeah, like I said, it looks like a pretty modest expansion to Destiny. It has about exactly what the level of content that I thought the Season of Dawn was going to have. Remember, this is a $9.99 update. This is a $10 update. If you haven't bought the Season Pass, you can buy the Season of Dawn for $10, and that's about the level of content that I'd expect for $10. They did also confirm that the Dawning is going to be the event this month. That's probably going to be happening in the 2nd or 3rd week of December. Again, that was on the roadmap. We'll be covering that later. And the Crimson Days is going to be returning in February, right before the end of the season. So good stuff. There we go, guys. That is going to be it for this live stream. I have got to go and get a video out for that stuff. Although technically, I could be one of those scumbags who just pulls a clip from this live stream and puts it up with minimal effort. No. We'll go put some production values into this thing. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's live stream. I love your faces. We haven't streamed in quite a while, and you guys still showed up and blew things out of the water. Thank you guys so much for the support. I am going to try to get back onto a more normalized stream schedule. Like I said, real life work has just been insane right now, but hopefully we can get some free time to hold more of these live streams. Certainly by the time week comes out, I will be live streaming the Season of Dawn as we dive into that content. That is going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much. If you're new to the channel, feel free to drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so those notifications go to you whenever we put this new content out. Go check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/TheBlackLink. I am pretty much everywhere across the internet at The Black Link. Check me out. We do stuff all over the place. But alright, I am out for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love your faces. And as always, I am The Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty. We'll see you in the Season of Dawn. Yo, Lord City, it's good to see you, man. Bye, everybody.